With the first point, TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and some introduction to it. So hopefully you're able to see the timeline, you're able to observe, you're able to learn some information on my slide. I would request Ojas sir or maybe Ajay to help me out whether everything is going fine or not. Ritika, I'm going to cover your doubt that, sir, if we had a KT in past and we cleared it without any drop, so are we still eligible for TCS? I'm going to cover this in my presentation. Next, Jeevan is saying students go for TCS code beta instead of NQT. Out of 6 codes, just do one and you will get interview invite. Yes, Jeevan, you're right. And I would also like to address your doubt or your information that you have posted here. Let us cover it in the later part of my presentation. Pradyumna Daga also saying, okay. Pradyumna, good evening. Nice to see you here. So, Ojas sir, is the presentation working? Okay, so I have got a feedback from Ajay sir. Let's go ahead. So I would like to tell everybody that the error with the video to watch on Shikuya app is now resolved. All the users, those who wish to watch this entire video on or webinar or live session on Shikuya app, you can go there and you can see. So as the timeline says, TCS was founded in 1968 as a management and technology consultancy. FC Kohli, who was the key leader in Tata Electric Company, was brought into this TCS management team, and he was appointed as a general manager for TCS. And basically, it was started with the purpose of electronic data processing. After that, TCS acquired its first international client in 1971. And as the time passed on, TCS had done a very fantastic and incredible progress. In 1974, it started with its first global delivery model. Also, in the same year, they got their first offshore client. In 1981, they set up their first R&D division at Pune. In 1985, it started a dedicated offshore development center for Compaq. Many students might have this doubt that why I am sharing this timeline, because what I feel is when you are going for a company or when you are willing to get placed in a company, you should be really aware about that particular company, its culture, the way it has progressed, what are their future plans. Because anyways, when you join a company, the company's progress is ultimately going to make your future. So you must really try to understand the background, history, and track record of the company. At the same time, you all must remember one very important thing, that in the interview, if anybody of you is going to crack the aptitude test initial first round, then in the interview, definitely the interviewer is going to try to understand how much the level of interest you have in his company. So in that context, it is really important that you should be aware about the in and outs of company. So in 1999, TCS delivered their first decision support system in domestic market. In 2004, it became public listed company. In 2008, it reached a milestone of USD 500 million annual revenue from e-business operations only. This is really important. E-business operations, for e-business operations, TCS crossed USD 500 million annual revenue. To take this forward, in 2011, it started cloud-based offerings as well. In 2014, it became first Indian company to have 5 lakh crore market capitalization. You know, this information is really going to help you. It's going to help you in the intensity that you will be having while preparing for TCS NQT. Next, in 2019, it got an American Business Award from Four Steves. It's a Four Steves is an organization that identifies companies across the world, rather elite companies across the world. It has different criterias for assessment of these awardees, and finally they select a company. So in 2019, TCS was selected. And finally, as we know, there was a news in all the possible platforms that are coming to us that TCS has declared its vision 25-25 when the pandemic was started. According to this vision, 75% of the workforce, current workforce, will be working from home. This is really going to be something different. And to be very honest, this is going to have a long last impact on the nature of Indian IT industry. It's going to help. It's really going to transform the people, those who want to work with TCS maybe in the coming years. So to understand this, let's go ahead and let's get some more information about TCS. So as you can see on the slide, TCS is headquartered in Mumbai. Somebody named Random Stuff has come and he has asked a doubt in the live chat that many people say that at the age of 40 to 50 years, good people are like experienced people are fired and they're replaced by freshers. Is it true? I will I will answer this question from Random Stuff. But my dear friend, this is not true. This is just a rumor, or we have to understand this going more deeper. So let's try to respond to your question maybe in the later of this presentation. Some Aneri has come and the doubt is, can we able to give both Code Vita as well as TCS NQT? Yes, definitely you can give that and I will give you. Swati says, sir, can you share this recording of the session? Yes, this recording will be available on the YouTube channel itself. Jeevan Mali has responded to Aneri. So let's go ahead. I think Jeevan is awaiting for his joining, or maybe Jeevan, have you joined? So let's go ahead. TCS is headquartered in Mumbai. Its current CEO is Mr. Rajesh Gopinathan. He was appointed as the CEO of TCS on 21st February 2017. The chairman is Mr. N. Chandrasekharan, and he was given this responsibility in January 2017. And so far he is working with the same role. The total global workforce is 4,48,400 plus. And around 73.8% of the workforce are male and 36.2 are female, according to the statistics I have come across. So this is very interesting. TCS plans to have 75% of its workforce working from home by 2025. So one can just imagine that what all are the challenges that they are going to face. And being into the final year of the engineering or maybe in the MCA, you all have to understand one thing, that you people are going to be a part of this vision 25-25. So this is really important to understand the philosophy and this particular decision that TCS is supposed to take. And I would like to also point out one very important point. Maybe this people, Jeevan and Pradyumna Daga and his batchmates, those who are awaiting for their joining, you people are also supposed to be prepared for this question, And the freshers, those who are watching this webinar, definitely your recruiter, your employer is going to understand your approach towards this lockdown. They would be definitely going to explore what you have done in this lockdown while they are going to conduct your interview. Whether you were optimistic, whether you have utilized this time in a constructive way, whether you tried to rebuild your skills, whether you tried to enhance your strengths, potentials, all these points will be checked by the interviewer. So I would request everybody to also think of this particular point while you're preparing for TCS. To take this forward, TCS has got some subsidiaries. The very first is TCS Foundation, that is into some social activities, as well as it is building some useful stuff, maybe something that is useful for the mankind. It is located in their core operations are being operated from Nashik. The next subsidiary is Maha Online Limited. The next is Diligenta Limited. Next is CMC America and Corporation. It was recently taken over by TCS. And finally, the last subsidiary is Tata America International Corporation. As I can see, there are around 180 people, maybe plus or minus, on my YouTube platform. Maybe there are also a good number of students on the Facebook as well. And I could find a very healthy number today at my session in the Shikway application. I would request everybody to Google all these subsidiaries.